particular test. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so use different methods of assessment. Then direct questions in the question paper. Please avoid, all this will be a part of your self-assessment. So that's why I am telling you. So please, in a phased manner, avoid giving direct questions to your students. Ask questions that are open-ended, give questions like give reasons, classify the following animals, or ask questions where there is a reasoning or a logic involved, please. So, apart from that definition, define sound, define motion, define energy, I don't feel that. Don't ask anything which is, and you should do this deliberately in a phased manner, Then review of class test. Whenever a class test is given, certain questions cannot be answered by students. This actually means that the concept is not clearly understood by the students. So this is an indicative gap in learning and must be thought again, rethought again. So please consider this as well. Then K point, identifying needs of students. There are students who normally do not perform well in class. First, talk to their parent, find out what their challenges are. If this is not helping too, please refer the student to the counselor. All this you have to do as a part of your self-assessment. Third, next, L point, IEP. What is IEP? Individual Education Plan. Okay, individualized education plan. Now, this has to be done collaboratively by the special educator, class teacher, and the counselor in unison. Okay, this is done for SEN students, special education needs students, and it is prepared for students who are differently abled, okay, who are dyslexic, who are dyscalculic, who are autistic, who have reading, writing, and learning disability, or speech or hearing impairment. Now, it will give at a glance, the progress of these children at different grade levels. So do you have an IEP in place? Okay, this is the next thing that you have to ponder upon. Then point M, additional support to your students. Okay, call your students. When I was a teacher and even as a vice principal, there were students, who needed my support. So I used to tell them, children, come early. So our school would begin at 8, 7 to 8, whatever support. Ma'am, I don't know this. Ma'am, I don't know that. And sometimes students after 1 to 2, when they're waiting for their elder sibling to be picked up, they would come and ask me for their small doubts. Okay, because I was also teaching a class as a vice principal. So, 2 sections I would handle. So I knew the problems, the challenges associated at every grade level. So get your students before school or make them stay after school if students are not able to understand small concepts. Your support and help will go a long way in the improvement of the self-esteem of your student. Then next, request you to keep, this is point number N, okay? Request you to keep your channels of communication wide open to ensure that students do not have a fear to contact you. So use oral feedback, use WhatsApp, and always insist on an email for anything serious, communication. Any serious communication has to be via email. WhatsApp is not an official communication channel. Okay. Then interaction with parents will help you to know orally, so please keep this tool also open, okay, to help you to improvise your students in the class, right? Then the next one, welcoming parents regularly to school. Are your parents welcomed at school? Are they considered while taking decision for school affairs? Do you conduct a survey at least 2 times in a year, trying to collect information on what are the impediments, okay, for learning, or what are the impediments that, or what are the impediments for learning, or what are the factors that support learning in the school? Try to find out from them. Throw a survey form out, right? Then feedback about student work and keep it ready for reference, okay? I suggest that you do not destroy or give away any student work till the end of the, or till the completion of the academic year. Encourage your parents, okay? And why is this feedback essential? Suddenly they will come, suddenly they will ask for feedback. Sometimes there could be errors that have been committed from our side, or there could be doubts or clarifications from the part of the parent. So if you keep all this till the end of the academic year, it would be, exceptionally good. Then keep a portfolio of students' achievements, right? From KG1 to 12th standard, develop that portfolio. See the, excellence growing right in front of your eyes. Then, now not only your folder, not only the students folder, my request to you is to keep your portfolio also in the same manner. I make it a point to ensure that I attend 2 trainings per year. Okay, 2 trainings per year, and these 2 trainings are long trainings, not the short. So as a means of professional development, how do you grow year by year? This portfolio will reveal that for you. Then next, enter about the achievement into ERP. Okay, then why is this needed? This is because to have a digital print, okay, we enter this achievements in the ERP. Okay, suppose sometimes a file is missing, sometimes there are various reasons, so this will be electronically saved as well, right? Then what do you do for children with behavioral challenges? Are there children with behavioral issues? Did you speak to the parent? Did you document the meeting? If required, involve the counselor or the special educator. Then T, academic complaints. Now there are various reasons for academic complaints, okay? That many holidays, lack of appropriate planning, not using the right method. Sometimes your students have different capabilities. So sometimes your students are either very gifted or not so very intelligent. Sometimes there is no support from home. Okay, so these are the reasons for academic complaints. Okay, find out the correct reason, and correct the reason and work again, right? Then next, preparation of lesson plan based on learning styles. I attended a CBSE workshop in Dubai, maybe when I was a very novice teacher. And when I attended this workshop, they taught us one very basic elementary thing, that the lesson plan should, care for 3 basic types of learners in your classroom. What are the 3 basic types? The auditory, the kinesthetic, and the visual. So whenever you're planning a lesson, are you taking care that all the 3 types of learners, are, learning, you are giving the stimulus for all the 3 types of learners? Okay, so this is again something for you to ponder upon. Then analysis of exam results. Now see, I have never done analysis of exam results until 5 years ago. Okay, let me tell you very honestly. And after my principal had ensured, he told us that you do the analysis for class 3 and class 4. I did it for even class 1 and class 2. Now it throws open, okay, a spectrum of truths, okay, when you do this analysis. And my suggestion to you would be to do the analysis right from class 1, okay. Now, what will this analysis rightly show? It will show performance across class, okay. Which subject has been performed well? Which subject needs improvement? Which subject has got failures? What kind of support? Immediate, your mind should go in this thought process. What support or remedial help can I offer to the student? Okay, then, but my request once again, don't only do it for the board classes. Okay, do it right from grade 1, is my suggestion to you. Okay, right. Skills and outcomes at the end of every lesson. See, it has to be measured. Please ensure that you do that. Original lesson plans, never ever, take somebody's lesson plan and use it, because it is unique. The lesson plan is unique to your class and to your students. Now, many of us, and I'm sure all what I'm today is because of what my school has trained me over the period of years. Okay. Field trip. We never conduct a field trip without a pre-survey. Are you doing a pre-survey? First thing in your mind. Then, are you preparing a questionnaire based on, suppose you're visiting a museum, based on the artifacts that are kept in the museum, right? Then, next, you have to assess the comfort of the student also during the tour. And the most important part, after they come back from the field trip, are you doing a post activity, for reinforcement? Anything that has to be taught has to be reinforced. It has to be, adjusted for learning. It should be adapted for learning, right? Then ICT, very, very important for a progressive teacher. So check on how many hours do you use ICT for teaching. Now you will say, Madam, 24, no, 36 hours we are using ICT. But I'm generally talking of those days when, we have not shifted to this mode, right? Then how many hours is spent by the parent in the use of ICT? That also you have to check. Then what kind of specific training do parents and students receive? What kind of specific training do they receive to handle the ICT? Do you give any specific training for your for your parents? Please think about that. Then CCTV. Yes, some schools do have it in the corridors. Some schools have it everywhere. But the sad part about our CCTV usage or footage is nobody reviews in some schools do, but generally it is kept, in the security room. My request is, please tell your principals today, all of you all are teachers who are attending. Please, we will be addressing, when we are addressing principals also, we will be telling this most important point. There should be somebody who checks, are you checking this CCTV footage for security, for safety, and for various reasons in the campus? Are you doing that? Okay, so please, next, the most important point, it's the most beautiful point meant for teachers. Okay, is your school a hub of learning? Okay, when you talk of hub of learning, there are about 4 to 6 schools, okay, which join together. Are you a part of that? Is your school a lead school, or is it a collaborative school? So are you collaborating with other schools? And you need not see, sometimes people say, we cannot do research. You can do research in your own school, in your own class, with the teachers across grade levels, to understand whether the vertical progression, the syllabus has progressed beautifully in vertical progression. What is the remedial classes working well? What type of support, infrastructure support your students require? What type of IT support teachers require for conduct of trainings now, you could do a research, and the research need not be for 2 years or 3 years. It could be for a period of time. Collaboratively you can do, and you can present the report not only to your own school. You can give it, you can collaboratively present it at the hub, so it would be a very proud moment for the school. So are you practicing all this, what I'm suggesting now? So please think about it. Okay, then, right, I specifically stated about library audit to sir, and I said, why should a library audit be done? Okay, a teacher in the primary classes is also a librarian. Okay, and a librarian also can be a teacher in case of a requirement for a school. Now, whatever I'm telling you, there are some beautiful activities that I have kept at just immediately after this. Okay, so just focus your attention on this audit also. On fingertips, suppose I ask the librarian must be in a position to tell me number of books in the library. Madam, we are having 10,023 books in the library. So that should be the way the librarian should answer. Okay, then next, helping students and teachers throughout the year. The role of a librarian, I'm very sad sometimes, is the librarian just thinks that her role is to issue books to the students. Okay, actually the role of a librarian is equal to a role of a facilitator, a motivator, a guide, for the teachers. Now she will show the resources. Now resources need not be only the textbook resources, okay, or the reference books. Okay, it need not be that. There are plenty of resources, audio, visual, open resources, there are thousands of resources available. So what is your job as a librarian? To consolidate these resources, share these resources, okay, with the teachers, and find a way to even share it with your students. Now, another area where I feel that there should be improvement is there should be an annual budget, proposed for the library, and be liberal. Don't be scared. See, this cutting and all is done by the bosses. So don't be bothered about the cutting. Whatever is needed for your library, thus give it in the as a part of the budget. So I'm telling you, prepare that budget. Do you prepare an annual budget, or is it only your vice principal, or is it only your principal who decides this budget? If it is so, it is wrong. You are the key stakeholder in taking care of the library, right? You are the key person to take care of the library, and nobody knows the requirements better than you. No vice principal knows, no principal knows, right? So you are expected to provide that budget. Then please use a library software. Now this is again for a visual digital imprint, as well as an accession register. Okay, this is the physical accession register. Nowadays people don't use this, but still schools use both of them. That is the library software as well as the accession register. Then bills of the library to be submitted monthly, not annually, right? Now, when I'm saying, I am telling this out of my personal experience. Sometimes they used to collect the bills and just give it to us. Okay, and I'm very particular. Every real my school spends, I used to be very cautious about whether the paper has been delivered, whether the magazine has been delivered. So what happens is, if it is accumulated and given, you also will find it very difficult to check. So my humble request, so are your bills being cleared on a monthly basis? Okay, and you submit it to your higher authorities. Your higher authorities are there to check. Okay, then a TV and a notice board outside the library. Always TV to present the best readers of the month. in terms of teachers, in terms of, let it go scrolling. It will look wonderful. Notice board, new releases of books, okay, and quotes of some of the very famous authors. All that can be, which can attract the student to come to the library. As soon as they come to school, they should just drop the bag and they should run to the library. That should be the, aura that the library must give to the students. Then periodicals and books for library. Very sad sometimes. Why? The librarian only decides, okay, what is required for the library. Especially when it is concerning periodicals, it is concerning books, please take suggestions from teachers and students. Record it, yes, and use this for the purchases for the next academic year. Then do a cupboard-wise audit of the books in the library. It becomes very easy, especially if your school is a very big school. The school where I worked had about 4 libraries. And believe me, it has a close to about 25,000 to 30,000 books totally, and so to manage these books and all, it will become very easy if you do a cupboard-wise audit. Then, now this is very, very important, what I'm suggesting to you, the library audit, the act for the library audit. See, as I said, that the librarian's role is just not to give the books. Okay, she is supposed to conduct numerous activities throughout the year. He or she, whoever it is. Okay. Now, do you conduct book fairs during PTMs in collaboration with other schools? Think about it. Then, are you involved in teaching students to collect information for books as part of their projects? Do you do that? Then do you have a suggestion box for improvement? Okay. Then are you allowing the parents to see your wonderful resources? Okay. Have you thought about calling them on certain days of the year? Okay. Then the fifth point, record teachers and students who read books regularly, okay, and provide them with certificates. Now I will suggest ways as to how you can give certificates for students, right? Now, see here, beautiful ways are there. I will provide the PDF of this, so don't worry, you focus on the slide. See, what you need to do is give a book to each student, right? The student reads it and a worksheet is given to the student and the description is done in the form of a pyramid, okay? I've given the example on the right-hand side, and on the left-hand side is how you will build the pyramid, okay? Line 1, it will be one word stating the name of the main character. Here we are talking about Ramayana, okay? Then, so it is Ram. Then 2 words describing the main character, honest, obedient. Then line 3, 3 words describing the setting, Ayodhya, successor, old father. Then line 4, 4 words stating the problem. Why did this happen? Stepmother, ambition, brother, exile. This is only an example, please. Okay. Then 5 words. Line 5 should contain 5 words describing one event. Sita, kidnap, Hanuman, monkey army, bridge. Then line 6, 6 words describing a second event. War, Vibhishan, fire in Lanka. Then medicine, 10 heads, Ravana, Jatayu. Then the last one, the 8 words stating the solution to the problem. Okay. Victory, truth, airplane, back to home, peace, Ram Rajya, brothers united. See, this is one of the activities. I can share plenty of activities with you. Because of the paucity of time, I'm sharing 5 activities with you. This is one. Okay. One type. Then 1 minute. What happened? Yes. Second, group discussion. After reading each book, students talk about the following aspects of the book. What have they read? Who is the author? What is the idea in the story? Does it happen in real life? Okay. This is group 2. Then next, this is a very, very, very attractive exercise. Okay. A train journey in the school library. Works out beautifully well for the primary grade students right up till class 5, because here is where the training for each or the foundation is laid by the school. Students are asked to make a train, okay, with one behind the other. They stand one behind the other. The librarian becomes the engine. The train stops at all major landmarks within the library. So suppose there are sections inside the library and there are newspaper. So they will stop there. So the teacher will explain, see, here newspaper is kept. They'll move a little forward, magazine section. So, then they'll move to the biographies. Then they will move to fiction. Then they will move to non-fiction, encyclopedia, general books, reference books, audio-visual corner, So in such a way, fun way, the students can be made familiar with the library. Okay, then this is the way the students get an idea what is in store for them. What will surprise them, that would be made available to the students. Now, locating my favorite. Now you have to teach the student where the favorite storybook of that student is. Okay, then so students are given ideas about fairy tale stories. They are asked to search the book in the library. And once they have found and they have read it, they are asked to fill in the details on the worksheet, which is as follows. Who is the author? What is the accession number? See how we are training the student. In which section was it kept? Magazine section, biography section, audiovisual section. Which section was it kept? And to enhance the creativity or, of the student, draw an illustration of the lead character on the page. It creates, plethora of opportunities for your students. Okay. Then quiz. This is something we do, but please, conduct quiz in the library. This students are first told about the encyclopedias. Okay. And what kind of information is stored in them. Students are divided into groups. Each group is given an encyclopedia. Teacher throws different questions which are in the respective encyclopedia. The teams have to find the answers and the fastest group wins the contest. Am I right? The fastest group wins the contest. Now, this is something which we have done in my previous school. So I thought of sharing with you all. So the library is celebrating the birthday of Harry Potter as Harry Potter Reading Fest from July 31st to 6th August 2022. Okay, just I'm giving you an example. 31st July is Harry Potter's birthday. So 3 online contests we announced. This is long time back. I've just changed the year for your, understanding. So read from any Harry Potter book, record and share. How to participate? Give them the rules. Then this is my Harry Potter book. Write a review. Again, use this method. Then they have to, train them to improvise their digital skills as well. Then third way of conducting the contest. Why do I like Harry? Can you write something about Harry? Okay, so this is a way of conducting another, contest, online contest. Right. So, Madam? Madam?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
1 minute. So this is all about the library audit. Within whatever time I got, I have tried my level best to give you a glimpse, of the activities. I will share the PDF of this as well so that it becomes an easy reference for you when you do it in your schools. Right. Yes, ma'am. Can we go for the?
Thank you so much for this beautiful presentation, ma'am. I was really into that, and I just forget about what even the chat box. I was not looking at the chat box. I was so much into the innovative things you were telling. So thank you so much for this beautiful innovative session. And now moving ahead, I would request my audience if
And
they have any queries.
sorry to
Yes, ma'am.
interfere. I think, madam, we have some activities for teachers, no? Priya, ma'am?
Yes. Yeah, that only. That activities we will share, no, sir. These are the
Yes, yes.
activities.
Arun Mohan, sir, can you please?
Yes, sir.
Please. Madam, you can stop your presentation. He will share the screen.
Okay. Okay, sir. Fine, sir. 1 minute. Because, okay. Yeah. 1 minute, sir. Yes. Yes.
I think, Arun Mohan, sir, we are going to post the link in the chat box, right? For the poll.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Please.
It's already done.
Okay, okay. So, participants, there is a link which you can click and enter the, poll. There's a poll. It's a feedback about, what madam has given the points based on the points and value points. Please attend the poll. It's also a self-assessment. Am I right, Priya, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
It's
not.
self-assessment, yes.
Yes.
Arun sir, can you repost the link?
Yes, sir.
Keep posting the link because lots of chats are coming. Yeah.
Sir, I have created in such a way that it shows 10 different polls.
Okay, good. And we have nearly 150 participants joined, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please, all of you, please join. And it's going to be a self-assessment based on the checklist which madam has presented.
Sir, when you tell me, I will turn to the next question.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Already 194, 200 people have attended the question one, sir.
And Priya ma'am, there are questions. If you don't mind, you can read the questions to them
Yes,
also.
yes, very true, sir. Every teacher should give his or her dash for the students. Best. Yeah, somebody has already typed it there. Oh, so many have typed it, sir.
Good,
I will
good.
read it out, sir. No issues.
Sir, next question, please.
I'll be very happy, sir, to read it out. Yes, every teacher should not be a continuous learner. Is it true or is it false? They're all typing here in the box, huh? So they're all typing in the box, chat box.
Yes, typing in the chat box. Actually, this is going to be an experience for you, and you can do such activities for your children as well using this Slido or Slido or Mentimeter. Please join by the link, and you can experience it. And after this, we'll have question and answer session. Okay, sir. Next question. Yeah.
The
Priya ma'am.
teacher, question 4, the teacher not only imparts life skills, but also thinking skills and learning skills. They're all type, 100%.
Okay, sir. Next question, please. Yeah.
The
We have 10
progressive,
questions, right?
yeah, 10 only, sir.
10
Question 5. Oh, it's gone. The progressive teacher makes a great impact on classroom management. I think, sir, we should use it frequently so that, teachers are.
Familiar with, yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful tool, sir.
Correct. The progressive teacher makes a great impact on classroom management. So majority says true.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
Let's go to the next.
The teacher, question 6, the teacher should use experiential learning as one of our methods for teaching pedagogy. See, they're all typing there, sir. Yes, sir. True.
They are entering. Maybe
Yeah,
some
they are
entering.
entering. They are
some
entering.
request time also.
Yes,
some
yes.
may
sir.
be
Got
using
it.
mobile phone and.
Yes, sir. Correct. And some of these, internet is also sometimes.
Maybe something, this slider may be new to someone also.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay, sir. Next.
IEP, individual education plan, should be prepared for students with learning difficulties. True or false? See, fat answer, sir. See them. Good. Excellent. So many people.
Pouring in chat box.
Yes, pouring, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, majority says true. Okay, next question, sir.
Then question 8, complaints should not be considered for self-assessment. True or false? False. Oh, so many have already typed, sir.
False. Majority says false.
Yes, it is false. Complaints should be considered for self-assessment. Okay. Yes.
Sir, next question, sir.
We should not check the concept start. Children will learn it somehow at home. Question 9, true or false? False, false. They're all typing, sir.
Okay.
It's false.
Okay, sir. Next, please.
The last question. Ideally, teachers should be a part of this textbook selection committee. This is because the teacher knows the abilities of the students, their current standard, and the vertical progression of the students. True or false? Wonderful.
True.
True, sir. Absolutely true. Great.
So, do we have an analysis, Mohan, sir? Because at the end of every test, we should have an analysis.
Yes, sir.
Just like Priya ma'am said.
So I want to show one more video at the end, please.
Yes.
Close to 643 participants are today.
Yes, ma'am. And more than 1,500 registrations were there. Maybe working day and.
Yes.
And Arunmohan sir, do we have an analysis?
Sir, we only have individual analysis, sir, for each question.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
this,
fine.
sir.
Okay.
Very
Thank
good tool. The idea behind this exercise is to ensure that you use this tool in your classroom.
Yes.
And comparatively, sir, compared to the other, this is easy to for the access also. It
Correct.
will load faster than any other.
It's available on Zoom also, sir. There is a there's an option for polling in
Yes.
Zoom.
Sir, Slido was not moving to the next question after each, probably some internet issues. Sir.
Okay, sir, you can close and madam will play the video for teachers. Teachers,
sir.
we have a gift by Priya ma'am on the occasion of Teachers Day.
Yes, sir. I'm so happy, sir. And when will we have the question answer session, sir?
After this, ma'am.
After this? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. 1 minute, sir. One of
When I was lonely, you were me. When I was
Priya ma'am, volume is increasable or?
no, sir. Wait, yeah, I can. Yes. Maximum, sir.
Okay.
when I faltered, you cheered me on. When I doubted, you believed in me. I was lost before you showed the way. You'll always been
Happy Teachers' Day to all those who have been present in today's webinar.
Thank you so much, Priya ma'am. That's a beautiful song, and I think everyone feels so connected when it was played. Thank you so much for the presentation. All these question answers you have, you have taken all the solutions you have provided. It's been honor to be, your student today. I feel like being your student today. So thank you so much, ma'am, and it's honor to know you personally. Thank you so much. Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am. Now we will move forward to some
Madam, can
question
we close
answers.
the presentation?
Yes, yes, definitely. Sir.
Yeah, Kaushagi ma'am, question answer session.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Now we'll move forward to some question answers. I just put a few questions to you, ma'am, which I find are relevant to our topic. And if anyone from audience wants to ask questions, they can raise their hand or type in the chat box. So please, audience, the chat box is yours. You can type the questions for the session, and I would place these questions to ma'am. So thank you so much. Ma'am, I would like to ask you what challenges we are facing in the virtual classroom. In the COVID, we have seen that everything is collapsed. The regular teaching process have been collapsed, and now we are into an uncertain and unshaped future. So all these things, like today, we saw this schooling process. This was something unique for the teachers. So all these kind of things which are coming into process. So how things are taking place, and how can we be familiar to all the virtual classrooms and techniques in the future? So please, over to you.
So you want to know about what are the challenges that we may probably face because of this auditing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So first thing where I feel is this use of this technology is very, very new. Am I right? So now teachers have got used to it after rigorous training given by their respective schools. First challenge where I would see is documentation. We tend to put off this documentation, and we have a problem with documentation. This is our actual problem, And secondly, the second challenge that we face during any of this auditing processes is, see, the tone of your voice. Okay, the tone of your voice when you suggest also should not be anywhere near threatening somebody, please. Okay, and the feedback should be given with warmth so that the person tries to improve himself or herself in the near future. And the third challenge that I always see is teachers should be honest in their reporting. Okay, so if they're honest, self-assessment becomes very, very easy. Right, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. As we are seeing that in virtual classrooms, now family engagement things are taking place, where the parents, student, and the teachers are involving together as a one resource person. So as for them, what suggestions you place they should do, or what unique things they can take into process, so all the virtual classrooms can be easy, and how the teachers can be progressive in their own way?
Yes, it's a very, very important question. When my suggestion to every school would be to conduct small programs for parents. See, many of them I know do not have access to technology. Okay, so small programs you conduct, make them familiar. See, we do not know how long this pandemic is going to go on. Here also I'm getting to hear that for primary classes, probably only next August, people take a gun and shoot me if I say that, but that's the truth. Now only they are considering the opening of schools for 9th to 10th. So they'll be very cautious. They'll be very stringent. They'll be very tough with their method of opening. So hybrid learning is here to stay, correct? For the senior classes, you can have the hybrid learning. And for the primary and the middle school, obviously it will be the, what you call, so schools should focus on giving
Blended education and more of the things.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Okay, ma'am, we have a question from Mausami Gunji. So I would ask Mausami ji to unmute
Yes.
or ask the question or type in the chat box, please.
Okay, where is it? Mine. Okay.
We can unmute participants, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Mausami Gunji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Can
Yeah,
you hear
good
me?
evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, very
Yeah.
well.
Ma'am, wonderful session, ma'am. Excellent. Ma'am, just one question for the peer review that you had said
Yes.
that we should call the peer to review our lessons. Ma'am, but means I just have a doubt that when I teach a concept in the class,
Okay.
I feel that I mean every person has a different approach
Obviously.
towards a certain topic, right? So
Yes.
if I call my peer for review, is it necessary that I get a feedback which would help me progress? Is that
Okay.
always, does it
Okay.
always work? I mean,
Now, what is the peer review for? Okay. First thing that you should understand, whether you have followed the right method. Here we are not questioning your method. Please
okay,
understand.
fine. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
thanks.
ma'am, continue.
Thank
हाँ,
you.
बोलिए. हाँ.
Okay. Thank you, Mausami ji, for the question. I think you got the relevant answer.
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
So anyone would, if they have any query or question, they can type in the chat box again and they can raise their hand. Ma'am, elsewhere, as the peer review thing you have mentioned and the feedback as the assessment you have mentioned, I've been doing all these courses in this COVID period. And I have done I have seen that they, when we talk about education in the hybrid form, which is already taking place outside in countries. So they are focusing more on the peer thing and the assessment things, and all these courses are taking place. So ma'am, how can we in, the primary sections continue this process, and how can it be easy for the parent and the teachers as well?
I'm being straightforward in my answer. For the primary classes, it has to be virtual till we improve. We cannot risk our students. We cannot risk our students by asking them to attend the school. However, vaccinated they are. I'm a little too possessive about our students.
Exactly.
Why I am talking that the senior students should attend is they are also greedy in terms of students. Okay, that they should understand. See, certain things have to be taught only in school. Correct. And the lab work, they miss out on all this. Correct. So those, because they are grown up children, okay, that is where I'm allowing them to attend school. Okay, this is my opinion as an educator, and more preferably I would prefer the hybrid model again. Okay.
Hybrid
Yes.
and blended education.
Yes.
Okay. So ma'am, over to the last question of this session. How can teachers apply these aspects as you have explained within the limited resources they have?
See, who is the resource needed for self-assessment? Please tell me, Madam Kaushiki. Who is the resource?
Okay, that comes to me again.
Yes.
I think we are the resource only.
You are the only resource. So where is there a limitation on you? Okay, all that you need is time. All that you need is to reflect on the work done by you. So there is no limitation. It's a beautiful process. I'm telling you, beautiful, amazing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And again, to the audience, if you have any query, we are about to conclude the session. So if you have any query, you can write in the chat box or raise your hand. I will be giving 2 minutes for the last session, ending session. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for the beautiful presentation and answering all the queries and all the aspects as a teacher we are requiring. And I think this is a beautiful gift today on a Teacher's Day. Meeting you is itself a gift. So aapko namaskar hamari taraf se, and thank you to you and all the beautiful teachers today. They have taken out their beautiful time for this session, and they have learned a lot from you. And we would like to meet you sometime in person and know more what education is actually. So thank you, everyone. I hope our educators are satisfied with all the answers. This was really an informative session for all of us to how to be a progressive teacher. Now moving to the vote of thanks, I am about to conclude the session. So I offer my gratitude with the folded hands to Almighty for the successful conduction of today's webinar. My takeaways from the sessions are, there is a need to switch the education system from knowledge-based to progressive teaching approach. The curriculum should be student-centric and activities should be part of curriculum. There is a dire need to develop empathy, respect, spiritual and meditation process in our current system of education. This will help to bring a lot of change in physical and mental strength of children. Opportunities should be given to students to develop their interests. Emphasis should be on parents and parenthood more than schools. Students need to be taught how to respect. Students need to connect with the society, culture, and environment for holistic learning. Schools need to have a system that makes successful human beings into a valuable human beings. It's such a great honor and privilege to get opportunity to thank you all. Attendance and feedback form is already posted in the chat box. Please fill it up and before leaving. I'm on behalf of Bharat Sahodaya express my heartfelt gratitude and deep sense of appreciation to Ms. Priya Murali Ma'am ji for such a wonderful and enriching session. My special thanks to Jayanti Ma'am for gracing the webinar with their presence. My very humble and special thanks to Dr. Abdul Salam ji for unparalleled support and guidance. A huge thanks and warm regards to you for the bottom. A special thanks to our wonderful IT and technical department. Last but not the least, my heartfelt gratitude to the education fraternity for their participation and humble support. We will meet you in the next webinar with another interesting topic, with another great resource person. I would request Dr. Salam sir to wind up the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe and healthy. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaushiki ma'am, for your valuable help throughout the session. And dear participants, in fact, Priya ma'am is the right person to be with us today on the occasion of the Teachers' Day, because she is the best teacher awardee by CBSE in 2018. And you might have noticed that Priya ma'am was speaking from her heart. The enthusiasm, the energetic, what do you call the energetic motivation she was giving to the participants is awesome. And it is going to be a memorable session, Priya ma'am, on this occasion of the Teachers' Day. And on this Teachers' Day, what I would like to give a message is teachers are the most responsible and important parts of the society, because their professional efforts affect the future of the earth, the future of the world. So let's think progressively. Let's be continuous learners as requested by Priya ma'am. We are continuous learners, and definitely this will help our students thinking progressively, leading the nation to and the world to progress. So thank you so much, each and everyone. Once again, on behalf of Bharat Sahodaya and all the office bearers of Bharat Sahodaya and my team, we wish you all a wonderful Teachers' Day ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, Priya ma'am.
Yes, happy Teachers' Day. Sir, can I just speak one line?
Yes, please.
Yes. So I take this opportunity to thank all the teachers who have participated in today's session. Happy Teachers' Day to each one of you in advance. Okay. I thank Dr. Abdul Salam sir, principal of the Oxford School, Trivandrum, and General Secretary Bharat Sahodaya, Dr. Jayanti, who is the program collaborator, and Ms. Kaushiki Sondi, for the moderator of today's program, for helping us conduct this session so very well. Thank you, one and all. God bless each of us. Okay. God bless you because you are a teacher. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
that
you,
is the
ma'am.
most important
Really
message.
need that. We all need your blessings today. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
so
thank you, one and all. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, ma'am. And as you can see in the chat box, the session was extremely brilliant. Right, and we can see many familiar faces here. They have been associating with us. Abha ma'am is there, Sarita ma'am is there, Vinod Sharma ji, Smita ji, all are there. Thank you so much for joining. Wish you once again happy Teachers' Day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
one and all.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.